I got a little gripe to say about this whole situation, that the announcement that Trump made yesterday in regards to small business loans, the whole nine. All right? No matter what you do, no matter the loans that he's saying he's giving us, it's still a loan. So no matter what, if you're a small business and you're going, okay, I need this bank loan to help me get through the next month or get through the next 3 months, whatever it might be, you still have to pay that back to that bank.
Right.
So no matter what, if you're already in debt, you're going into even more debt. So, what's the point of having to do that? What's the point of doing that when you're going to find yourself at the end of it in a deeper hole, in a deeper financial hole? Is that helpful? Or is that something that's just going to make you, that's just going to bury you? And then next thing you know, you're a slave to your own business. You're a slave to your own debt, which is what we all already are. We all have, pending bills and things that we have to pay every single day. So if you were to get this loan, you'd be burying yourself deep into debt. There are other countries that are literally giving people who have contracted the coronavirus certain amounts of money a week just so that they can survive. Not sitting there going, "Oh, we'll give you a loan so that you'll owe that bank money at the end of it." No, they're literally going, "Here's some money because I know you need to survive, and we need to keep the economy going." If he does this kind of thing, if he continues that, the economy is just going to crash hard.
Andrew Yang was tweeting being like, "I think that a universal basic income is a great idea."
Boom.
And maybe he'll start running again for president.
Yeah, maybe. No, and then and then the other thing is, I'm gonna hold that thought. I'm gonna hold that thought for a little bit later because I got other things. I got a bone to pick because I just think that we're in a situation where we need to start the government, them, all right? They need to start looking at other ways to keep the economy rolling without it destroying the people that are a part of that economy. And what's going on right now, what he said on that thing, yes, I'm glad he addressed the nation. I'm glad he finally said, yes, this is really going down, the whole nine. He finally said it, a few hours after WHO finally said that it's a pandemic. He finally says, fine, let me get on here and talk about this thing. But instead of him saying, hey, we are here to help you guys, we're going to get through this, we're going to be all right, he turns this into an opportunity for the banks to make money at the back end.
Right.
That's the stupidest move in the world. People are not going to be able to leave their homes. Could be just weeks, could be months, we don't know.
Yeah.
And then when it's all over, we still got to owe the banks money, and then puts us in more debt or crushes our credit and all that stuff. Come on, man. You need to think of a better alternative than that, man. That's just trash.
His speech that he came out and gave, like, he didn't give any specifics either. He just said that we're going to do something, and now it's going to be passed to Congress. But then Congress is supposed to go on recess next week. So how
fitting?
How fitting? It's like pass the buck.
Yeah,
and then shut it down.
Right.
We'll talk about it in a month and see what happens.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get it to a certain extent why he wants to say do one move and then see what happens. I get that, but this move that he's doing right now is not the best move in my personal opinion. I think it's just going to crash the economy. I think it's going to make the economy worse. It's not going to make it any better. He's just trying to make the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. That's the way I see it. All of us are working so hard. We work so hard for every single penny that we make. And then now that all of us, everybody from the trash man to the school teacher to the nurse, All the people that are out here in the service industry are going to be without jobs. Gone. We're going to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Sorry. It's frustrating to me that this is the situation that we're in.
Yeah.
You know? That we as Americans, we live in this society of, and that's our fault. It's all our fault. I mean, we put this whole thing of like, instead of honoring and valuing the concept of saving a dollar, you know, the concept of a penny saved is a penny earned is completely thrown out the window when it comes to us as Americans. We look at it as soon as we get this money, we throw it out. As soon as we get this money, we got to pay this. And I understand there's other things. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that all Americans do this, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of Americans that'll sit there and go, ooh, I just saved $300. I can finally go, or I just got a paycheck. I'm going to spend $300 to get this PlayStation because, you know, I already know that I'm going to get this $300 back in 2 weeks when I get my next paycheck. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, but, you know, and then you just keep trying to fill this financial hole, this debt hole that you have, but you're still going, I'll get to that later. Let me get this other toy. Let me get this other thing. We don't value the idea of saving a penny. So yeah, I think we're screwed. I mean, I think a good portion of us are screwed. I think there's a lot of other people that have saved money for a rainy day type of situation. You know, maybe stuffed it like a grandma, stuffed it in the mattress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Buried it in the backyard.
Buried it in the backyard, you know what I mean? For a rainy day. The rainy day's coming. You see what I'm saying? So, it's very frustrating.
It's just going to be an acid rain.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, so I keep thinking, like, now's the time for us when we get through this wave, you know, when we get through this outbreak, we need to start reevaluating how we save our money. Or we got to reevaluate how we spend our money. Because, you know, there's always that cable bill you really don't need to pay. There's always those things that you go and buy that you just really don't need, but you buy anyway.
Right.
You know, now's the time that we need to start reevaluating. Well, after this, obviously, because it's too late now. But I feel like we're in the future. It's a matter of just figuring out being more frugal with your money.
Yeah.
Because you never know, this might happen again.
Right.
Or this might continue to happen. And we got to keep playing that in our heads too, which is a sad and frustrating thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.